for what's trending. People in Maryland are buzzing about a hot new trend in tattoos there, cicada designs. In a tribute to the millions, perhaps billions of cicadas people in Maryland are expecting, tattoo artist Bill Stevenson is inking his latest design. Stevenson calls it the Brood X after the expected swarm that's coming after spending 17 years underground. And he often customizes the cicadas for different individuals, like a letter-carrying bug for a mailman. And so far, he's tattooed 96 people with his Brood X cicada. His original design is proving very popular with children as well, and he's offering temporary tattoos and stickers for them. So definitely providing some fun for everyone, people of all ages, especially right now when cicadas are on the minds of many, especially in that area where, like the script said, they're expecting millions, if not billions of these things. They're going to be very noisy. But Sierra, I understand that you have a vendetta against cicadas.
Yes, I do. And, you know, just growing up down in South Carolina, we hear them all the time, especially during the summer. They are so loud and they're huge. And I had one incident, and I'll tell you guys, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's fine. Oh, so don't tell anybody else. No, I'm just kidding. So I like walked out of my front door one day, and one just literally flew right in the middle of my forehead. Ooh. And so since then, I've been scarred. I am okay, so don't worry. But yeah, I don't like those.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't like those either. I mean, they can be very loud and annoying. Me being from Illinois, I know a lot of times you get those annoying cicadas as well. I remember the last time they were out when I was very young, and I was in a wheelchair. And, of course, one landed on my wheelchair, one landed on my brother who was young at the time, and it spooked him. So these things are annoying. And then, of course, the seasonal locusts that come out, too, down south. So either way, cicadas or locusts, they're annoying. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
not a big fan. But with this next story, you might not be a big fan of this situation either. An autonomous transport vehicle gave a passenger more than they bargained for when construction confused the self-driving vehicle, leading to a sputtery ride. Watch a self-driving taxi get confused and flee from humans trying to help twice. The vehicle, operated in Arizona by autonomous driving service Waymo, appeared to start getting confused when it encountered construction on its route. After a series of abrupt starts and stops, Waymo tech support dispatched a human to the scene, but the car fled as the employee approached. Then it did it again, and the company says it was less a robot revolt and more a case of the car getting confused by conflicting info. Eventually, tech support caught up with the wayward Waymo, and the passenger was on his way. And, you know, I don't know if I've expressed this to you guys in any other story, but I'm not a big fan of the whole self-driving deal. I think we should keep that in our own hands, and this is the reason why. This is so scary. I mean, if I had a car taking me somewhere that I'm not going, I would be freaking out. Would you guys not? Yeah,
especially right there too, where it like appears to almost turn into traffic.
Yeah.
That would have me like clenching and like very you know, afraid of what was going to happen next. But you know, I would probably give it a try if I had like time on my hands to get to where I need to go. But like if I just had to take a taxi to get to one place and I was trying to get there, I don't think I would rely on you know, autonomous driving services to do so. But I love the idea, and I think that eventually, you know, they got to work out these kinks and stuff. But yeah, for right now, maybe they still have some work to do.
Yeah, lots of work to do. Yeah, got to perfect the technology yet, and I would say let's perfect it first before we let something else take it out of our hands at first. But meanwhile, speaking of transportation, Supersonic Jets are coming back in style. The British-French airliner Concorde operated one of only 2 supersonic jets commercially from 1969 to 2003. It was expensive and environmentally challenged, but now startup Boom Supersonic is working to pick up where the Concorde left off. They have released a demonstrator aircraft called the XB-1. It's a model for their future commercial airliner that Boom hopes will basically change time. With its fast speeds, Boom says a flight from New York to London would take just 3 hours and 15 minutes. That still seems like quite a bit for supersonic speeds. Overture wants to be 100% carbon neutral and accessible. The company is hoping to eventually charge just $100 for a 4-hour trip. Boom is planning to start building the first Overture plane in 2023 and start flying it in 2026. Still sounds cool. It's definitely a lot faster though, but Maybe I'm getting my misconception from cartoons, though, to where you can just get there like the stab of a finger, but obviously it takes a little bit more. But man, supersonic speeds, I mean, can we handle that is kind of the big question. Right,
well, you know, it was very big for, you know, elites and celebrities to be able to fly on those supersonic jets when they were available, but you know, they just weren't sustainable at the time. But to see them make a comeback and be affordable for the general public, and also cut down on those times. I mean, that's the biggest thing about flying, is it always takes so long to get to where you're going. I think it would be wildly popular, and I, for one, would be quick to get on a $100 flight. So.